Hello everyone, today here in this video I'll be doing a real palm analysis of one of my clients. I'll be covering this video into two parts. Now let's get started with the part 1. Now first of all I will begin with the shape of the palm. We can see that this is the rectangular. Now I'll show you how it is rectangular. See, if we compare the length and the breadth of the palm, you can see a variation. These two are the one is lengther and other one is the shorter. So we can say that this is a rectangular palm. Okay. Now the palm is rectangular, and if we see the size of the finger, you can see here, if we see the size of the middle finger and the width of the width of the palm is longer as compared to the size of the finger. So such palms are known as the fire hands in the palmistry. A person with fire hands are go-getters, means someone who is very energetic and determined to be successful. Such people are very intelligent, they have enthusiasm, they have zeal in them. And a person with fire hands have high energies, they are sometimes aggressive and they are sporty also. Now if we see the nails, I'll show you another pic. Here you can see the nails are the spatula shaped. Okay, so if a person have spatula shaped nails, then such people are smart, means they are intelligent, they are wise, they are inclined towards the spirituality, they are good engineers, and they are sporty too. Yeah. Now if we see the color of the palm, here you can see the palm is pinkish. So whenever a palm is pinkish, it makes a person a positive person, good natured person, having good thoughts, and it makes them peaceful and a person with a lot of patience. Yeah. Now in this palm we can see that we can see only main lines, and other lines are not visible. Yeah, they are visible but in less number. In some hands there are so many crisscrosses, but in this hand we can see the main lines. The palm is very much clear. So whenever such thing is there, it shows that the person's energy is utilized in the right direction. Such a person is focused in his life towards his goals. Now let's concentrate on the finger. You can see here in all the fingers, it's a formation like, it's a loop formation. You can see in all the fingers. If I zoom, it's a formation like loop in all the fingers. Yeah. So whenever loop formation is there, actually there are 4 type of fingerprints in palmistry. So whenever a loop formation is there, it makes a person very flexible, friendly, adaptable. Yeah. And one more thing you can see here on the Jupiter mount. See, this is the the index finger is our Jupiter finger, and below the area, now I'll show you. Yeah, this is the Jupiter finger, and this area is known as the Jupiter mount. So in this you can see, if I zoom it, here you can see a texted arc, means I mean to say a tented arc, sorry. In palmistry, if anyone have it, they are very impulsive, they are enthusiastic. Yeah. So in this palm we can see that there are so many things. Now we are going to cross check all the things and finding the other things in the palm. Yeah. So now we'll talk about the fingers and the palm lines and the mounts. Now let's move towards the finger and the mounts. Now first talk about the Jupiter finger. I'll show once again where is the Jupiter finger. See, this is the Jupiter finger. In this palm you can see that the Jupiter finger is a bit higher than the Apollo finger. This is Apollo finger, this is Jupiter finger. And if you can see, the Jupiter finger is placed a little higher as compared to the Apollo finger. So whenever a Jupiter finger is higher, it provides person leadership skills, make a person ambitious, and inclination towards the religiousness, spirituality, and mystic sciences. Now let's cross check this spirituality and all. You can see that I have shown that this person have a spatulated nails. So whenever a spatulated nails is there, It is an inclination towards the religiousness, spirituality, and the mystic sciences. And the long Jupiter finger is also one of the indication for this. Now, fish sign on Ketu mount. I'll show you where is the Ketu mount. Sorry. This area. This area. This area is known as the Ketu mount in the palmistry. Now you see that here is a fish sign, a small fish symbol like this. Okay, the first two lines are very dark and others are very light. So it shows that this person is not very much spiritual now, but he has entered into religiousness and spirituality. But at some point of time, he will be getting more religious, and these lines will get more darker, and a clear fish sign will be formed. Yeah. So now next talk about the next finger, which is our Saturn finger. Yeah. So you can see the Saturn finger is longer in this, means it is longer, a bit longer as compared to the other palms. It gives a person feeling of a bit of isolation, means whenever we have a very long Saturn, it gives the feeling of isolation. But in this hand it is longer but not that much longer, so bit of isolation he can feel in his life. It makes them of serious nature, and a loop of seriousness is also seen there. I'll show you here between the Apollo and Saturn finger. Here is a loop of seriousness. I'll show by drawing. If you can clearly see it, lines like this. Okay, so when we have a lines like this between these two fingers, Apollo finger and the middle finger, which is known as Saturn finger in palmistry, then such a person is very much serious in his life. Yeah. Now let's move towards the next finger, which is our Sun finger. Here in this finger you can see the finger is very good, and the mount is not very prominent. If you can see, the Jupiter mount is prominent, the Mercury mount is prominent, and all the other mounts are prominent in this hand except these two. These two are not bad, but they are flat, means what I can say, they are good. If they are prominent, they can be more good. Yeah. So the Sun finger is very good in this hand, but the Sun mount is good. It's not very much prominent in the life. But if there is a sun line, a good sun line, I cannot see a sun line in this hand. But if a person have good sun mount, good sun line, and a good sun finger, then such a person achieves a lot of fame and name in his life. But if you don't have it, don't worry. We'll provide some solutions to you regarding this. Now, if we see the second and third phalange of the Sun finger, you can see this is first phalange, this is second phalange, this is the third phalange. Now, if we measure the phalange number 2 and phalange number 3, their length are almost equal. Then such a person have a good balance between behavioral world and materialistic world. Both are equally important to such a person. Now let's move towards the next finger in the next mount, which is our Mercury finger and Mercury mount. You can see it is a long finger as compared to other palm. If you compare to other palm, this is a long finger. Here it is reaching to the first phalange of the Apollo. You can see it is reaching till the first phalange of the Apollo, and it is a very good indication. If any person have this, they have very good communication skills, they are very confident in life, they have good business skills, and they are intelligent, they are wise. Even their married life is also very good. Now business skills, we can check one more indication in the palm. See, if you can see in this palm, a very thin and a long business line can be seen. It's very thin, it's not visible, but I can see it. If you zoom it, you can see this. So if any person have such a line, their business skills are good. And in this hand, the Mercury finger is also very nice, very long, and it's high set. If we see other palms, yeah. And intelligent, we can see through the other aspects. Like I told in starting that this is a fire hand, and this person have spatulated nails. Okay, and if we see the headline, it is a very straight headline. So this also shows that the person is very intelligent, yeah, and he have sharp mind. And one more thing I said, that the marriage life will be good. So we can check it through the marriage line that I will be doing later in the video. Yeah. So now these things are done. Now I'll move towards the thumb. You can see in this thumb that the second phalange is much longer as compared to the first. Yeah. So whenever a second phalange is longer, you can see, I'll show once again. This is first phalange, this is second phalange. So whenever a second phalange is longer, such person is very much logical. They do things by logics in life. They do not have blind faith on anything. They do not go blindly for anything. Okay, they see things from logical aspect. And one more thing we can see on the thumb, you can see an island on the thumb here. So whenever an island is there on the thumb, it indicates a good amount of wealth, and it also tells that such a person is born and brought up in a very good family. Yeah, and if the second phalange is longer, it tells two more things about the person, that the person is very well planned and well organized, that we can see through the headline also. Yeah, so now let's move towards the next mount, that is our Mars mount. You can see in this palm both the Mars, this is inner Mars, this is outer Mars. Both the Mars are, I mean to say, both the mounts are very much prominent. So if your inner Mars is prominent, for example if this is prominent, then such a person have a lot of energy in him. They are aggressive. They have a lot of enthusiasm in their work. Yeah, but if we see the outer mass, this is the outer mass. This is also very prominent in this hand. Then such a prominent mount makes a person brave, courageous. Yeah, makes him a lot of energy in the life, makes a lot of vitality, good vitality. Yeah. And one bad indication I can see here, in the inner mass you can see a cross sign. Okay, so cross on Mars is considered bad. It indicates losses in life, and I will give him solutions for this personally by messaging. Now let's move towards the next mount, which is our moon mount. Here you can see a very good moon mount is there. It's very prominent in the palm. The moon is responsible for the effects on life from the outer world. Means people which are other than family, not from family. They can be your friend or any girl. Okay. If a line from moon touches the fate line, this is an indication of love marriage that we'll see later in your palm. Now the next mount is your Venus mount. This area is known as the Venus mount. So we can see that it is very much prominent in the hand. So now what happens when it is prominent in the hand? Now people with prominent Venus they are generous, they are nature lovers, they have a good luxurious life, they are sympathetic, they are good hearted. And here I want to cross check one thing. I said luxurious life. So whenever a person have a luxurious life, he had a good amount of wealth. Yeah. So for a good amount of wealth, a proper money triangle should be there in the hand. An island should be there on the thumb, which I shown earlier. I'll show it once again. This is the island. Yeah. And three more lines are there, which makes a money triangle. See, this is mine line, this is fate line, and a Mercury line, which is very light, but it is there. So it is making a large triangle, which shows that this person will have a very good amount of wealth in his life. And I said one more thing about the Venus mount, that it provides generosity. Then we can see it through the heart line, that the heart line is dividing into two, and it is reaching till the between the Jupiter mount. This is Jupiter finger, this is Saturn finger, and it is reaching between these two fingers. So this is a very good indication in the hand. Now this was the part 1 of the video. Now we'll be moving towards the part 2 of the video in the next video. So watch that.